start, I'd like to welcome Perfect Corp.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Wayne Liu from Perfect Corp. So I'm the Chief Growth Officer and the President of American. So my role in the Perfect Corp mainly is try to get the growth strategy of the overall company, and also I manage Americas and then some part of West Europe, which is our largest the revenue the resource. Okay. So for today, I'm going to introduce you to Perfect Corp. So Perfect is a very interesting company. We are public trade. We've been in the business for about 9 years. We incorporated in the June 2015. Okay. So the company actually is a technology company, but we are in the intersection of technology and beauty/fashion, and we are doing AI. So I will go to a more detail, but we are currently profitable, positive cash flow, and we get quite a lot of cash compared to our the market value. So that's why I just want to introduce you this. I personally feel it's a very interesting company. I actually is a part of the founding members, and then I've been working with our CEO Alice Chen for the past 15 years. This company is her second company. She founded a previous company, CyberLink, which is a public trade in Taiwan. Okay, so that's why this is the second one. Prior to this company, actually my last job is with NVIDIA. Okay, so every time I say that, people ask me, did you sell the stock? Yes, I do sell the stock, but I purchased the house in Bay Area. So I guess, you know, I can get some kind of alpha here. So let me just go to a little bit more detail. Okay, so this all is disclaimer, you know that. And then by the way, our IR director, Jimmy, is on the back. So if you have anything like exactly, you want to have a numbers, which I cannot remember all these numbers, you can check with him, okay? So, we are a technology company. We are using technology like AR and AI to create a technology and then apply in the beauty industry. Just in a nutshell, basically we start with the virtual try-on. So what we did is, so for some of the lady here, if you want to try the makeup, sometimes it can be a pretty difficult process. You put the makeup, you white it out, and then you try another one, okay? But with our technology, you virtually try. So our first campaign was Estee Lauder company, which is our largest customer now. They say 30 in 30. 30 in 30. What does that mean? It's you can try 30 different lipsticks in 30 seconds. Okay, so that's how efficient this technology is. So basically, this technology, we provide convenience for the beauty company and for their customer. Okay, and then also increase the conversion rate. The reason why we have all these company try to work with us, I'm not going to go to, I'll probably do this, okay? So currently we have about 650 company plus working with us globally. You name it, company like Estee Lauder company, LVMH, Shiseido, Chanel, even Walmart. Later I can show you activation with the Walmart. So basically, the reason why they are working with us because our technology really helped them to increase the conversion from 40% to 200%. Because one of the case studies from Elf Cosmetic, they say our technology actually increased conversion by 200 times, 200%. Sorry, 200%. And then all this case study is listed in our website. We also reduce the return because once you get the right shade, the return rate actually reduce. So that's why increase the conversion on the positive side and reduce the return. That's why the customer really like us. And also we help them to engage their customer because their customers spend more time on their website or even in the store. So that's why they can have more time to engage, and then the more they try, the more they buy. Okay, so that's why we've been our technology is beloved by all these beauty company. Okay, so you can see we 666. Oh, this number change every day. So the latest record is 650. Now it's 666. And then one thing which is pretty significant is in order to get all this digital color, and then we also do skincare and hair, we need to build this digital asset. we need to digitize their color into our database. So we have about 600,000 SKU. Okay, SKU is like an individual color or individual skincare product in our database. So probably we are one of the largest ones. So for example, Estee Lauder company, the entire brand, they're using our technology. We create a SKU. So when they engage with a company like a Sephora, Ulta, it's very easy for Sephora and Ulta just to work with us because we don't need to respin the wheel. So they can just use the database which we create and start doing the activation in their website or in their channel. So that's why we create a digital ecosystem for the beauty and fashion company. Okay, so you can see actually we grow pretty fast. It's a couple of our some numbers I'll show you here. And then just one thing which is unique about our company is actually we are hybrid business model. What do I mean by hybrid? We have a B2B and B2C. So on the B2B side, of course, it's a SaaS offering. So we have our technology, and then the company, like Estee Lauder company, she said they license our technology, they pay the recurring license fee. So that's our B2B. And our B2C, actually, we have a suite of apps. The most famous one is called the YouCam Makeup and YouCam app, YouCam Perfect. So these two apps is a public app. So people like everybody else, you can download it. Right now, we are over like 1 billion download. Of course, it's a download is not equal to pay customer. We have a 1 billion installation base, and then probably we have some active. It's like a median customer. They actively in our app and then they pay. So probably half of our company's revenue coming from B2C, which is the pay the subscription mode for the app, and then half of them coming from B2B. Okay, so these two actually compromise each other. And that's some of us see this number of brand we grow, and then the SKU. This is what I mentioned, our suite of app. Okay, the most popular one too is the Makeup and Perfect. Okay, so that's, and then we monetize our customer through this app. And then also another thing, which is a hidden advantage of our company, is although we operate in the hybrid mode, B2C and B2B, but as I said, these two actually complement each other. We don't need to have a separate team or resource to do this, because what happened is we treat this app as our playground. Okay, so we have some latest and greatest new technology like a Gen AI right now, all this Gen AI. We put in our app, also less risky because we can control the app, and then we can get the feedback from the customer. So that's why we have a latest, greatest technology test in our app. So if you see great result, and we can convert this technology into the B2B offer, and we start to promote to the brand. Okay, so that's why to operate a dual hybrid model sometimes can be difficult, but in our cases, it becomes our unique competitive advantage. And then the brand love that because we have so many customers, so they like to see the feedback of some of this technology. Okay, so you can see this, especially on a mobile app, it grows very fast. Just after in the last 2 years, the mobile app gains so fast because we get so many interesting features listed in our app. Okay, so then I go back to some basic. What our company is offering here is we call the beautiful AI. So it's AI, machine learning, large language model, diffusion model, and all kinds of AI. However, our AI is different. It's because we're using this AI to make this world a beautiful places. That's what we are offering. And our AI tool actually, of course, on the beauty side and on the fashion side, and some of our on the app, the touch up, and we can make your room beauty. We can make everything beautiful. And also, our technology is really not compete with a human being. It's really a side by side. They use say like a beauty advisor or dermatologist. They use our technology to increase the productivity. Okay, so it's a beautiful AI. So basically, beauty company, they really need AI. The reason why is beauty is one of the industry you really need to personalize because everybody is different. So that's why you need to personalize, and AI is the best tool to help them to personalize. For example, somebody show in front of the screen. Okay, so we can identify the shape of their faces, some of the the skin tone, and then the color, and then their preference. So we can do the recommendation, and they can try. Okay, so that's how this the cycles work out. It's become very effective. Okay. And as I said, we are AI company. From day one, we are using AI. It's not like because AI is a hot topic, we jump on and say we are AI company. No, from day one, because if you know if we want to identify the face very clearly to get the best experience of a virtual try-on, you have to be able to understand your faces. Okay, so Google actually is our customer. They license our technology using in their search. The reason why Google uses us is because Google has an excellent facial recognition technology. They can divide your faces into probably 1,000 meshes, 1,000. But in our cases, we can divide your face into 4,000 meshes. Google doesn't need to go to 4,000 because they don't need to. However, in our cases, we have to because we identify your face. We need to understand your eyebrow. Very subtle difference in between your eyebrow and lashes. So that's why we need to get 4,000. So in that technology, it's really about AI, it's computer vision. And then also we need to identify your shade. We can identify 90,000 different shades of human being. Okay, so that's probably the most in the world. So that's why all these AI technologies sustain our growth, and we continue doing that. We're using generative adversarial AI to do skin simulation. So we do what if. So that technology, we are very soon. We got probably second half of this year. We are going to do under a plastic surgeon. Okay, so they can do a simulation, and then we are heavily using diffusion model to create the image and of some of the video. And then right now we are using a generative AI, which I'm going to show you later, including the large language model to integrate all these our components together and to provide beauty company ecosystem for the AI. Okay, and then if you say you are AI company but you don't have a data to support you, you pretty much you are not an AI company. You know all the AI is being trained. But we have a very good advantage of we get enormous data. It's not big data anymore. It's an enormous data because we need to get data from all the aspects of your faces. So as I said, we have about 4,000 points we call meshes. We can identify your faces. And then in our skin analysis, so right now we have this skin analysis. Later I can show you a quick demo. So basically we train our engine by 70,000 highly tagged curated data. It means the data has been curated. For example, we want to identify your wrinkles. So we get all the photos, we tag the photos, we identify 32 different type of wrinkles, and we can identify 10 different type of acne. Okay, so this type of data we collect 70,000, and then we can identify 90,000 skin tone. We have 57 patterns. Okay, because we are a technology company, and we have 10 million training data across all the estimation, skin condition for the AI learning. Okay, and then we can do makeup. So actually, all this the data which we acquire through our own channel, or we work with a partner. For example, Neutrogena is our partner. Our very first skin analysis actually is co-developed with Neutrogena. They have so many data. They're Johnson. They used to be Johnson & Johnson. So that's why we have this trust from our customers. That's why we get lots of data. Okay, so that's why our vision, actually, we are going to announce this new technology. It's not really technology. It's an entire AI suite in June in our own conference. So beautiful AI suite. We can do makeup. We can do shade, identify your color. We can do skin, analyze your skin. We can do hair care, and hair style, and then hair color. And we do nail, we do fashion. And then we put everything together and we can create your own look. Okay, so that's our beautiful AI suite. And then the beauty company really need an AI company to support them because, beauty company, usually they are not very tech savvy. So they need a partner like us. And then we've been working with them for the past 9 years. And on the data side, probably if you've been working with Walmart, you know how strict their data and security the rule is. So we've been probably working like more than 2 years just to sign a contract. Okay, so that's why we've been trusted in this beauty industry. Okay, so I just show you some of it. Just talk about Walmart. So basically, it's a Walmart's website. Okay, so they integrate our technology here. If you want to buy a NYX, the lipsticks, you just see, it's like you can try a different color. Okay, the more you try, the more you buy. It's always the cases. And then the customers spend more time on their website. This one is for Amazon. So Amazon, we work with Amazon. This one is their nail. They want to promote a nail brand, the new nail brand. So that's why I say everything is virtual. Okay, so you just go to Amazon and then you can just start trying different patterns. And here is, of course, our technology with the Estée Lauder company. Pretty much Estée Lauder company, their entire brand portfolio, they are using our technology, the makeup, the skin, and the shade. Okay, this one's tutorial. Actually, we have a virtual tutorial. We teach you how to do the look. So if you want to do the Taylor Swift Grammy Awards look, we teach you how to do this, okay, step by step. And on the fashion side, we also work with some of the advertisement company. For example, Cartier here. So it's just ads, but we turn this ads unit into a virtual try-on. So Cartier can just provide the technology and try it. And also here is a nail. Yeah, Sally Hansen, they try the nail. Okay. Okay, so I'll just quickly go through some financial highlights. As I said, some of this you can get a detailed numbers from Jimmy. So we have a very strong organic growth and then highly scalable cost structure. So we, on revenue side, we grow pretty fast, every year. It's a growth. For MicroCap company, I guess that's something, it's very stable. And then we about like 18% year growth. And then the gross profit and margin is also very steady. Okay, so this one get a little bit, I would say reduced is because on the B2C side, B2C, we need to pay the so-called Apple tax, right? 30% coming out from the app store. So that get a little bit damaged here, but overall it's pretty good. Again, positive gross profit, and then also the net income. So we turn profitable since last year. Okay, we operate very efficient while we are growth. We maintain the growth, and then the profit margin is proud. The adjusted net income is about 10%. Okay, and then we have a positive cash flow. That means we are profitable. We have a positive cash flow. We don't have any debt. Okay, so that's why this interest rate actually doesn't really generate any impact. Yeah, so our revenue we forecast will continue to grow here, and then we have from the latest from last week we have a 157 million cash. And then also we have a 6 months cash reserve. Okay, so put everything together, I guess our company is a little bit undervalued. So that's why we need to promote ourselves for everybody to know our company. There's a company who's doing the AI in the intersection, using AI in a very excited industry, and then financially very strong. Okay, so that pretty much concludes my presentation, and I left 10 minutes for the question. If I cannot answer all the questions, again, we will be here, and Jimmy will be here, and we are welcome to schedule a meeting. Yes, please. Yeah, so basically, so the question is, how do we monetize app in the subscription model? Yes, we have a very, very small portion of the revenue, I mean the B2C app revenue coming from advertisement, which we try to reduce them, because if you do ads too much, they hurt the user experience. So what we did here is, our app is free, okay? But we have some very interesting features, especially for generative AI. So you can try some fancy stuff. We lock them. They can only use once, probably once every week, but usually it's very addictive. So if they want to use more, they need to pay. So it's like you can do $2.99 per month, or $7.99 per quarter, something like that. Yeah, it's a possible, again, but the thing is, we are not really an e-commerce company. So that's why we try to stay focused. Right now, we allow Estée Lauder company to list their SKU in our app for free as a bonus. Okay, it's more like a part of the bonus. If you sign a longer contract with us, we give you this bonus. However, we are not trying to monetize it because just to be simple, we are not really good at doing the e-commerce. So we decide not to do it. Probably for the future, it's another the growth for the future. Yes. Yes. And then probably just to see if they convert, we charge a certain percent of that. Yeah, because Estée Lauder pay pretty much a pretty heavy license fee already, so we will save this one for later. Okay. So the question is, what's a button? Oh, the balance between, yeah. So the question is, what's the balance between B2B and B2C? So revenue-wise, I would say approximately half and half. Okay, it's revenue. However, as I said, the engineering team actually it's just a one core engineering team. We don't need to have another extra R&D just to do a B2C or just do B2B. And then for the B2C, it's pretty much operate more like an Air Force. Okay, so we have a team to do SEO and then to do the user acquisition all from headquarters. And for the B2B, it's more like a army. We need to have the foot soldier and talk to the customer. So it's not conflict. So it's just a complement. Yeah. So the question is, who is our competitor? I will say, currently, we are in the very several different markets. So for the makeup virtual trial, technically we don't have a competitor. We used to have a competitor called Multiface. It's a Canadian company, but they get acquired by L'Oreal in 2018. So since then, L'Oreal used their homemade technology, and for the rest of the technology, I mean the beauty company, they use ours. So it's a two camps. And for the skincare, there's some small company like a 10 people, 20 people AI company try to do skin, but like our sizes, I don't see any competitor. So which are on the competitive the landscape, we are pretty much the only one stand out, and then lots of small startup company trying to do this. Yeah, so the question is, the revenue in the past couple of years is pretty flat. What prevents us from growing? So that's a good question. So it's a complicated question, but basically just in a nutshell, I can say, we used to have a B2B, which dominate our the revenue, but all these company, that's again going to the competition. So we in the makeup, in the beauty, the color beauty makeup side, we pretty much exhaust all the customer. Every customer sign a contract with us. So only thing they did is they renew. Okay, they renew. So that's why in the past 2 years, they pretty much see the flat. That's about because they renew. We don't lose them, they renew. So that's why we are very aggressive to enter to the new market. So that's why you can see all the skin, which will be our main driving force. in the probably I foresee the next couple of years, and also hair, and also the Gen AI. So that's why flat is probably is a reflector to the nature of our business and also the competitive landscape. But yeah, so that's why. And then also, the B2C one, right now it's a 50-50, but previously it's about like a 70-30, because the B2C, we are not really aggressively to monetize it. For example, lots of opportunity, we haven't tried it yet. So because the B2B is flat, so that's why we start to increase B2C. Yeah. Yeah, so the question is, so basically it's about, with this, all the new technology, what will the revenue look like in the future? So just to summarize that. So I won't be able to give you the exact number, but what I can tell you conceptually, because the skin industry is different. Okay, we will bring up the new customer. It's not like a beating dead horse, just try to monetize the Estee Lauder or this. Skin is very different, especially we just announced some of the product target for the dermatologist and esthetician, like a medical spa. So currently, we are working with us. We are getting to some very excited partnership with a large resort. Okay, like resort and the hospitality world, which is something very different. So we are very optimistic about the growth of the skin. Okay, because the skin industry basically is larger than the beauty. Probably skin, if you say if 35% of the beauty is in skin, makeup is only 17. So based on this kind of ratio, we are very optimistic about the future. And then the hair, which hair is even a bigger the category. So that's why we are not repeat the same customer, because we are open up a new customer. Yeah. So if we don't have all this new technology, if we just keep on doing the like a renew and all kind of thing, it will be sort of like a pretty stable. Yeah. Yeah. We can have a detailed number, but the skin is catching up. Okay, so it was 0 previously. Now I guess the latest quarter we are getting into about 20% of our revenue is coming from skin, and then the makeup used to dominate. Okay, now the latest number is about 50 something, so it's only half. So the rest of the half is combined with the skin, hair, and all this Gen AI, the cool stuff from the app. Yeah, good question. So the question is, since we don't have a competitor, do we have the pricing power? Okay. Yes, we do. So, but this big enterprise company, they are also very smart. So some of them, they sign 3 years contract, 2 years contract to make sure we are not doing that. However, one of this year's renew with one of our largest customer, which I'm not going to name the name, we do manage, we can increase a little bit, reasonable, and they understand, inflation or everything, they are willing to pay a little bit more. Yes, so this one is coming, especially when all this, the long cycle, 2 years, 3 years, the renew is done, we will renegotiate the pricing. Okay, thank you. So I guess I have 1 minute. Okay, last question. Yeah, so it depends. But the thing, it's not performance KPI, because of this big company, they want to lock in the price. So usually for 3 years, they probably just like a rent. Okay, every year they increase a little bit. Some of them like sign 3 years. They want to make sure they maintain the price. So each customer is a little bit different. Yeah, but they are not performance based. Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you. So Jimmy and I will be on the back. If you're interested, we can continue the conversation. Thank you.